Welcome back to another edition of Head to Head. Alabama getting ready to host Ole Miss back at home in Bryant-Denny Stadium. I'm Lauren Sisler.
And I'm Kevin Scarbinsky. Paging you freeze. You freeze.
Well, Kevin, I hate to burst your bubble. Hugh Freeze isn't going to show up, but Matt Luke was there for the last 2 of 3 wins against this Alabama football team. So we know that some of the ingredients are there. This is not the Ole Miss team, though, that we saw back in 2014 and 2015. You know, not the team that we saw put up 21 points against Alabama last year in 2016 before Alabama came back and won the football game and stunned the Ole Miss Rebels. But I do think if Ole Miss wants a chance at winning this football game, they run an up-tempo offense. They've got Shea Patterson, get some darts down the field, and of course they got a receiver in A.J. Brown that can get the job done. I still don't think it's going to happen.
They've been putting up silly numbers. Shea Patterson leads the SEC, and he's second in the nation in passing yards per game at 427. He's already set the Ole Miss record for passing yards in a single game against South Alabama. And A.J. Brown, you mentioned his sophomore wide receiver, he leads the SEC, and he's 5th in the nation in receiving yards a game. He's already set the Ole Miss record for a single game with 233 receiving yards against one of those dogs with fleas, UT Martin, that they played. That's part of the problem for Ole Miss. They played UT Martin, South Alabama, and Cal. And all combined, they don't have the talent that Alabama does on its freshman team.
All right, Kevin, so as we get to our predictions, this show becomes about why Alabama is going to win this football game. And I think Alabama wins this football game because, number one, they've been excellent in the turnover margin. Alabama put the ball on the ground 3 times against Vanderbilt. That was something Nick Saban obviously disappointed about. However, they did not give the ball up. And so that's been huge from the defense. They rank 10th nationally right now with 6 interceptions. I think Alabama's defense has really stepped up and shown that they can get some turnovers, create those turnovers. So, yeah, Shea Patterson might get a few shots downfield, pick up some points on the board, but I think ultimately Alabama's going to run the football, ground and pound. They may not be putting up close to 500 yards like they did against Vanderbilt, but I think they win this one. The final score there, 38-14.
Yeah, this is not going to be a fourth quarter game unless Ole Miss has about 12 immaculate deflections, as they've had in the last few years against Alabama. Alabama's too strong overall. Ole Miss hasn't played anybody of any note so far. And the big difference with Ole Miss, yeah, they can throw the ball around the yard. They might hit a deep ball or two. But you know what? The land sharks on defense are now bubble guppies. Alabama 48-7.
What does a bubble guppy do? All right, Kevin, it's your favorite time. We're going to play a little game of Did You Know? And Kevin, did you know that Ole Miss is the last team to have beaten Alabama in the regular season since the Kick Six, which was back in 2013?
I did know that. Did you know that Ole Miss is the last team to beat Alabama in Bryant-Denny Stadium since the Johnny Manziel game in 2012?
I did know that. And did you know that was in 2015 that they beat them? And since then, Alabama's record is 30-1.
And did you know that's the only time Ole Miss has ever beaten the #1 team in America on their last trip to Bryant-Denny?
Hey, I think we tie here in this game of Did You Know? Love it.